Namo Bhagavate Ramakrishnaya. Lessons for Life from Swami Jagadatmananji's inspiring book Learn to Live, Volume 2, Chapter 1, Give Up Worries and Anxieties. This is the real story of a young man, name changed, who falsely imagined that he had pulmonary tuberculosis and suffered unnecessarily as a result. Terrified Debu. Debu is a young man skilled in electrical fitting. In a matter of few hours, he could complete the wiring of a whole house. Once a known respectable elderly person said to him, "You're likely to contract the disease of pulmonary tuberculosis. Your parents died of it." These words kept on echoing in his mind for days together. Now, whenever he coughed, he was afraid. When he read the description of symptoms of the disease in a book, he was terrified. He thought he had almost all the symptoms. "I have lost the taste for food. Every evening I seem to have a rise in temperature. I have no urge to do anything. I am almost done with," he would say to others. In the next 3 months, his health deteriorated fast. He would not believe the doctor when he told him that he was perfectly all right. Finally, his doctor took an X-ray of his chest, showed him the film and said, "You see, your lungs are perfect. Take this medicine, you will be all right in a week." The doctor compared the X-ray of his lungs with that of a tuberculosis patient and explained how he had no disease. In a few days, Debu regained his original spirits. If he had continued to harbor fear and doubts, he would not have recovered. The origin of fear. Where does fear take its origin? It is the contemplation of danger ahead and the associated harm, which have their impact on the subconscious mind. When the intensity of fear increases and the picture of the danger emerges more clearly, the mind sets to translate the imaginary fear into reality. Debu first imagined the condition of a patient suffering from pulmonary tuberculosis. He feared that he might have to undergo all the sufferings of a TB patient. Intense contemplation of the misfortune and the fear produced such an impact on the inner recesses of the mind that it almost turned into reality. Intense contemplation of the misfortune and the fear produced such an impact on the inner recesses of the mind, deeper layers of the mind, that it almost turned into reality. We can recall the incident of the bicycle boy who was just driven to the gutter because of imagined fear that he was going to fall. The story of the boy who lost all his memory by his fear of examination is also similar. When we intensely contemplate evil or defects, they get imprinted on our inner mind and gradually begin to manifest. The fruit of such a seed of fear will be ill health, trouble, and suffering. What is latently impressed in the subconscious mind will erupt some day or the other. This is a very important point. What is latently impressed in the subconscious mind will erupt some day or the other. Thinking constantly of what we passionately reject or refuse may just sow the seed of the evil effect in the mind. that may help the very evil which we wanted to uproot to spread roots. What we wanted to throw out may drown us within itself. This is about the origin of fear and the ill effects of imaginary fears. To be continued. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tat Sat. Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.